Good morning, how are we doing? Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to my week off weather. Cloud, drizzle, baking for the past 3 months. It comes to me having a week off. Couldn't write it, could you? But it's perfect walking weather, so I'm not complaining too much. So anyway, welcome to South Yorkshire. Very South Yorkshire, stroke Nottinghamshire border. We're heading towards Harworth Colliery via lots of these farmers' tracks. Well, what remains of Harworth Colliery anyway. Not there's much left of it. We've actually started the walk in Tickhill, and we're going to finish in Tickhill. Because when I was looking at this walk, I was looking at the OS map and kind of figuring a little bit of a route around. And I came across what we're going to come to at the end of the video, and I was shocked. I couldn't believe that it's there, to be honest with you. It's one of those that I've driven past it hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times, and I had absolutely zero knowledge of it being there. I've never heard anybody talk about it. I've never seen it anywhere on any of the videos or heard of it, anything like that, which is quite surprising really. Well, this is the first footpath that takes you through a golf course. Lots of funny men in shorts and trousers whacking a ball around, and you've got a funny man in shorts just walking straight through the game. Right, so this is a public footpath. There's a golf course going along that way, and am I getting some looks? Am I getting some looks walking down here? Jesus Christ. Do you know what? Some people, entitlement's unbelievable, isn't it? I'm doing all the right things. So this bit here, there's loads of signs saying keep right, loads of public footway signs, yellow marker posts. There's keep right, so I'm behind the trees, as right as I can possibly get. Getting some right stairs. Don't interrupt me golf. I've actually double checked with I've asked a couple of people who's playing as I'm going along, just to make double check that I'm on the public footpath bit. Like I've asked them to, like I was going to murder them or something, do you know what I mean? Anyway, safe to say I'm not coming back this way. There is a couple of ways to get back to Tickhill. People, you know, when I've seen they've been taking shots and stuff, I've stopped and moved to the side. Not that I'm in the way, but you know, common courtesy. I know what it is, because I ain't got one of them single Michael Jackson gloves hanging out my back pocket. I don't quite fit in. Just to show you lot, public footpath, not a right of way, members of golf zone, fair enough, but that's why I've come. See the footpath sign there? Well, that was fun. That was fun. That was the best walk. That was the best half-mile walk I've ever had in my whole life. Lovely, yeah. Couldn't wish to meet a nice bunch of people. Anyway, where was we? Right, so we're heading. I hope you can hear me above, because literally just above there. I don't know if you can see through the bushes. That's the A1. A1 going north, obviously south. We've got to go underneath the A1 at some point, just down here. So our destination, well, our first destination, was actually obscured by these bushes, but we'll get under the A1 and see where we are. Right, okay, so this is the hill I was talking about that I can see on the way back home if I come back from the Peak District. This is there, it's one of those I've always kind of seen in the distance and thought, what's that? We need to walk up that, so here we are. This is part of Harworth Colliery, or what used to be Harworth Colliery. Kind of over that way, but we'll see when we get to the top of here. Should be a good view actually. I think that this would have been at one of the spoil tips, I think, on the colliery. The view's opening up now, look at that. I think that's what it will be anyway. Because in a few bits you can see there's like bits of coal and stuff. Well, it's definitely got claimed back by nature now. I'll tell you what, it's steeper than it looks as well. Wow, what a view. So all this on that side, that's Harworth down there. Excuse me. And that would have been the colliery where those houses are getting built. That's new big housing estate. It's going to be, I think there's so many houses and shops and pub and a school and all that good stuff. You get a proper 360 from up here. But you can tell, see little bits of coal kicking about. What a view. So we've got A1 running down there. That's looking west. That's where Maltby Colliery used to be. Then you can pick out, there's like a mound of, similar sort of mound of crap to what I'm stood on. That's now shut down as well. Looking north up towards South Yorkshire. Let's see if we can get behind these trees and look back over to the east. So to get a better idea of where we are in relation to sort of the A1, where those buildings are there's some steam coming up. That's Blythe Services. And I can just see, definitely not going to make it out on the camera, right on the horizon I can see Drax Power Station. So past the Humber over towards Galway on, what's that, 40 mile? Easy 40 mile. It's a pity it's such a gloomy day, you'll be able to see further. Let's head down this way, see if we can see past these trees, see over towards the east. Yeah, I can't really see back over towards Lincolnshire because those trees kind of obscure it. And there's a kids BMX track in there as well, so you can't really. Shame, but what a cracking place for a view. See, all I'm thinking now is Wild Camp. It'd be perfect up here. Right, so now I'm going to head back into Harworth, not via the golf course. So I'm going to take a bit of a longer way round, say through Harworth, back into Tickhill. I'm going to have a look at Tickhill Castle, the mysterious, unknown Tickhill Castle. What more could you ask for? Sat by a village mill pond under a massive willow tree, eating a slightly warm chicken and salad bagel. Perfect. So behind those gates and behind that impressive gatehouse is the remainder of Tickhill Castle. Honestly, I didn't know this was here. I've passed this so many times. The main road is literally just where that big tree is. There. I've passed this hundreds and hundreds of times. I've never known Tickhill had a castle. Never known anybody talk about it. I've never seen it anywhere until I stumbled across it on the map. Still got the moat around it, but it's a Motte and Bailey Castle. I've shut the drone up so you can see a little bit better. But it's actually only open for one day a year. You have like an open day, which is a shame, but there you go. I say I didn't know anything about it, the clues are there. So this bit of road leading up onto the main street is called Castlegate, and there's a big sign saying Castlegate. So look for the signs, there's always something in the road name, isn't there? Alright, so that was Tickhill Castle and Harworth Colliery. I'm just going to sit here and enjoy this bit of loveliness for 20 minutes, then I'm on my way. So as always, thanks for watching, keep talking, and I shall catch you on the next video very soon.